And we're live. So it says anyways. Oh, it's morning. I got the AC running, so you're going to hear it kicking on and off. Get over it. Because it is freaking hot out. It is ridiculous how hot it is out. So anyways, I was just going to goof off. And then I figured, no one else is streaming. Why don't I? And one thing I did want to do was try this while working in ZbrushCore or Sculptress or any of those, because now where we have the separate windows, I'm not sure if it's going to dog my stream, if it's going to issue out, if it's going to have problems. I'm going to have to close that window. Just put the shade down. At least it's bleaching out, and it still will, because I'm going to have some light coming in, but it's hot out. I don't want that much light. Probably didn't help much for the video, but it is what it is. So I've been trying to tidy this thing up a little with the wiring. I put a wrap around here, the extruder. I got a new extruder motor, one of the little pancakes. I wanted to wire it in. I took it all apart. The freaking Bondtech grub screw is stripped, and I can't get it undone. So I'm gonna either have to find a different way to undo it and get another one. I hate it when it's such a high tension area, and they put the littlest. It's a 1.5 millimeter grub screw. You know, I get it to a point, but why not make it a little bigger so it doesn't strip out so easily? I don't know. Can't have everything, I guess. So anyways, I'm going to play around a little bit. I think YouTube comments show up in the StreamYard. Just an example. Yeah. View in YouTube, and I got to kill the audio like instantaneously, so it doesn't back through. Killed. I really don't like this. Pop up chat. Bring this window out on its own. Make it disappear. I really don't like Streamlabs chat much. I have one whole viewer. Oh, wait, that's probably me. It is me. So anyway, and I need to clean up my desktop. Here, I'll let you see all the stupid stuff, and you might get this is what I want to see. When I add that, yes, that puts me in the corner over here. Now, can I go like this? Why isn't it? Add to stream. How do I make one the main one? Let's see, how is this working? Wish they'd let me put this down in the corner down here. But I guess that's life. Can't ask for too much when it's free. Free. Now, why won't it let me? It only, if you're doing a screen share, it only lets you do that one profile right here, I guess. Only let you do these couple three. That's really weird. Okay, that's still not terrible though, I believe. Brand. Okay, will this let me do my own logo? Yeah, no. You gotta upgrade. 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 That displays the names. Can I at least customize my color? I want kind of a purpley red. That'll let me do. So it lets me put my little band right here. Lets me change my color band right here. That's kind of neat. Alrighty then. Let's see what happens if I fire up ZbrushCore. Go back to this. Say share screen. Application window, which it will let me do. Right? How much that's actually showing. Bum, bum. Recent. Okay, what's the problem there, recent? Let's work on the zombie. Zombie. Dance, zombie, dance. Alien zombie. Not just your average everyday zombie. Because the zombie apocalypse is no longer strictly for humans. Aliens can become zombies too. Yeah, and he's living it. Dancing zombie. Dancing zombie. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. All right. So I actually want to give him a longer, kind of odd head. So move. Pull his shoulders up and out. Pull his back a little more. Might be a little too much, huh? I can't help it. I love making them dance. A little bow-leggedness. I must downsize the size. Zoom in, which has got to be something weird here. We got some weird controls, I gotta say. A little of smoothing. Big old knobby knees. I suppose I gotta get the pen tablet out because this is not as easy with the mouse. Trackball, same thing. So it doesn't show me moving it around. That's cool. Excuse me. Why am I yawning? It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. Dancing alien zombie. It's got a big butt. A little too big. Even for an alien. That didn't work out very well. I think I can just smooth that out though. It might actually work out better than I originally thought. Stop yawning, dumbass. So, I need to do something a little more intense with his face, basically. I really should program my buttons. Is that control? Will those show up when I hit them on the stream? Probably not, huh? Share the whole screen so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, now they're showing up. Those are for the tablet. So I actually want to reverse those. Whack 'em. Modifier. Keyboard. Modifier. I want it to be, let's see. I want to actually want to be control. Okay. And this one, keyboard modifier, I want to be option. Actually, I think I want this one to be shift. I wish they were all right here. So I'm going. Yeah, I want it to be shift because then I can just smooth by holding a button. So shift and option. That's all right. Let's bring up zombie. Dancing all night long. Okay. We'll zoom in. And I believe, whoops. It's not what I want. I don't want brush palette either. Oh, so there's a custom setup for this frickin' thing. Which I don't want. ZbrushCore. I want this to be a keyboard modifier. I want it to be option, no command. I want this one to be keyboard modifier. I want it to be shift because that does the smoothing. I'm not worried about the other two yet. Let's go back to core. That's my option, and that's my shift. I hate it when it does that. Too many weird combinations of buttons and stuff. What's up, Mr. Butcher? Are you still camping, dude? You must be miserable. That it's hot. That's all I got to say about that. You got to be home by now, aren't you? Otherwise, you're in the hospital from heat stroke. You guys are actually getting it worse than we are, aren't you? Where are you even at? You're down south somewhere. I should know. I just did my box. Still haven't mailed it because I don't know if you saw my video of the traffic. I couldn't even get out of my driveway the other day. Oh, God. Thank God. You must have been miserable, huh? Freaking hot. I just don't like hot. What's up, Viking? I just sent you an email, dude. Print that first. Again, just print 5 or 6 millimeters of it so we can make sure it's going to work. Don't waste a whole bunch of filament to find out it's not going to work. But it should. It should be too big. It should be. Now, somehow or another, surface, poly groups. Yeah, I don't. Geometry. This is the one. I have no idea what clay polish or Dynamesh. Let's kick the resolution up. This I do know is. I want it 512. Can I type in 512? Yes, I can. And then I can go like this. and that should smooth it out, and it did. It's not almost impossible. It is impossible, dude. There is no freaking way. I've used to camp hike. I want to say mountain climb, but it's not really mountain climbing. It was more like mountain hiking in New England. I used to do all the tall mountains in Vermont and New Hampshire back when I was younger. Didn't have broken up legs. We've done Mount Washington and Lincoln and not Lincoln. Anyways, done almost all the 4,000 plus mountains. And we'd always go in the fall, usually at the end of September, early October, because that's actually when the Green and White Mountain, Appalachian Mountain, or not Appalachian, the Green and White Mountain trail committees would actually leave the huts because they charge during the summer. I mean, it's not expensive, but it's like $25 or something for the night. And it's always crowded, which was the only, we didn't care about paying. It was just always crowded. Where if you go in September, October, the weather's changing. You're getting it's just past leaf peeping season up there. But you still get a lot of, leaf colors, especially when you're up in the mountain, you're looking in the valley. The valley still has leaves and colors. But anyway, not only that, there's always like a weird spell of warmth. I can't tell you. I've probably gone 15, 20 years. We used to go every year. And every year for 2 weeks, week and a half to 2 weeks, every year we'd hit it just right. So we hit the warm weather. I've also hit just the opposite, but almost all the time we hit like a little mini and Indian summer, and it's like 70 degrees up in the mountain, and that's awesome. But you hit one of them really hot nights, 80, 90, 100 degrees, and you're up in that mountain and you think it's cooler, and it's really not. The only good thing is up in the mountain is it's usually what's up, Sean? No, I'm actually, because Mr. Buttram was out and he was camping in this weather. That's freaking miserable. I'm fine. That's why I'm doing this. I'm in the air conditioner. I'm not going outside, so it's not too bad in here. So anyway, let's give this guy some textures. Let's do a little pinching around the ears. Make the ear more ear-like. Let's make the eyebrow more, eyebrow-like. The lips more lip-like. I pulled a little more than I wanted, actually, but that's all right. It doesn't look bad. It's got a little horn. Alien zombie has a horn. It may just be a hair thing when I'm done, but it looks like a horn, right? Oops. And if I go option, it should indent it right here. Give him some weird ass eyes. Let's keep the draw size down a little. It's a little more intense around the eyes. Alien eyes. Do a little smoothing. Sweetness. Let's see. Option, hold the option. It makes an indent. I can't see really what I'm doing. Is that the right one? Yep. Wrong button, that's why. It's frickin' Sunday and somebody's running some seriously heavy equipment. And I just don't get why. We're not supposed to be allowed to do that around here on Sundays during the summer on a weekend, being this is a beach location. I think I need to do a little build up right here. He's supposed to be an alien, but I'm making it a little too human, aren't I? These days I'll figure out all of these little buttons by command. And if I do this, I don't get this right here, but I guess it works. And then smooth, which over smooths, of course. But it should shape it up pretty good. Come on, pinch. Right there. Right there. And up along here. I want to crease right here. So it indents a little. What's up, Chris? Little indent here. Give it a little shape. It's not indenting very much. Let's go with inflate. We're gonna deflate right around here by holding the option key down. This is what I don't. People love ZBrush. If I was working on Sculptress, see all this pixelation. You wouldn't see that. Sculptress automatically increases the polygon count. For this, you got to do the whole model, and I don't want to do the whole model. Then my computer will drag. You know, I'm smoothing, and it gets rid of the detail instead of just increasing the poly count, which is kind of reverse of what I wanted to do. But that's all right. I don't know how people get high detail in ZBrush. I really don't. I know this is core and it's not quite as good. But the basic function, of the way it functions is the same. So you're still either working with really high all metal poly count, all model, high level poly count. There you go. Or you're working in pixelation, which it's kind of almost, I don't know. I'm used to using Sculptress where it just automatically increases my pixel count and increases the look and makes everything do what I want it to do. All on its little own. I don't have to play games. Option for indent in here. Option for indent around the eye. That's gonna look a little funky. It's supposed to be an alien eye. Let's do the nose bridge. Get a little indent and give him a clown nose just because I can. Pulls the polygon funnies too, seems to me. See, and then it destroyed everything. You lose all the sharpness. Zombie apocalypse, all that good crap. Zombie aliens. Let's go and build up some pants here. Smooth it out a little so it looks more realistic. I should really just work in sculptures because I just do better in it. Don't do as well in this. It's not natural to me, I guess. Can't get the effects I want as easily. And the navigation I find absolutely annoying. Using the same option key to move it, but yet this is using the mouse while holding the option key. But then when I release the option key, that's when I can zoom in and out, which is annoying because I want to get it here. Then I have to do everything, let go. Then I got to get the option. Then I got to start moving it, get it back to where I was, and then zoom in or out, which is kind of just not good. Just too many weird keyboard combinations to get the same thing done that never had to do that way before. Just doesn't seem intuitive. I don't know why everyone likes. I mean, ZBrush powerful. I shouldn't say that. But it just seems like the controls that they have someone should come up and like, "Are you serious? Don't you realize these controls suck?" I have no idea what I'm doing. Not a clue. So what are you guys up to on this beautiful Saturday morning? That hand is just wrong in every way. I'm really not sure how to fix it. Let's just smooth it out. I should make that half-assed thumb go away. Actually, I think I can flatten it right up with this here thing. I don't know what H polish is supposed to stand for, but I'm guessing it's flattened from the looks of it. Dude, you need to do like a video on that thing. I kind of want to see that. There's not too many out there, and that printer's actually been out a while. I have seen a couple videos. I guess 3D printing newbie guy just got one. Joe. The 3D printing newbie dude. That wrist is a little thin even for a zombie. I have no idea what I'm doing in this particular program. All the controls are kind of odd to me. Save. That's the other thing, this whole saving, replacing. Why am I replacing it? Saving the file I've been working on. There's nothing to replace. I just want to save the file I've been working on. I'm not replacing it. I'm just saving it. But it always says replace. Like it's I don't know. Yeah. We know that feeling. I got like 3 videos I start recording. One of them I already want to re-edit and haven't even started on it. And I don't know. I gotta get a couple of them out. Especially considering the people have been sending me the stuff to do it. Later, Sean. I gotta do the build plate ones. I gotta do that. Oh, crap. What time is it? It's only 10 quarter after 10. Not sleeping well with that thing running all the time. Air's nice in here, but the noise just keeps me up. I don't know if you can hear it, if the mic's picking up the air conditioner kicking on and off and on and off and on and off. I actually don't have it on air conditioner. That's what's nice about that one is it's got a built-in dehumidifier. And it's got a dehumidifier dry setting. And I always put it on dry because the temperature doesn't bother me as much as the AC. And it cools anyways. When it dries, it cools because the way it works. But it definitely lowers the humidity in the room. I'm not good with hand modeling. I just never do what I want them to do. You know what? Save. Didn't say anything about draw size. What are you going to draw size? I just want to save. Save, yes, replace. That's just obnoxious. There's no need for that. Quit, yes, quit, because I just don't want to deal with it. Let's see, and it wants me to save it again. So just quit. Just go away. No, I already saved it. I just don't get all that. Instead, I need to figure out why one of the steppers keeps stopping after a while. I just VUS down to see if that helps, but it did not, and I got a better cooling now. There we go. Yeah, I would try a different stepper driver, or the actual motor, or the wires. Oh God, stop! I can't tell you how many times I've gone and just had problems, and you know, especially me, where I'm bumping into them all the time. I've just gone and unplugged the wires, plugged them back in, you know, wiggle them around, and the connection comes back, and the thing goes back to fine. Especially with those cheapo plugs, sometimes they're just a pain in the butt. So I want to put this thing on that printer, which you can't see. That printer on the extruder. I want to put this on it, but I can't get the damn grub screw off the Bondtech drive gear. It's just kind of irritating the crap out of me. But I did get the real E3D heat brake for it. So I'm thinking I might heat that up and put that on. Because it did jam up on me again last night. Not as bad, but it actually was skipping that Bondtech extruder. Imagine how badly it's got to be bound to skip a Bondtech extruder. It's got to be pretty well bound up. So yeah, I'm thinking about slapping the new extruder on that puppy. The heat brake, which I think I'm gonna right now kick it on. Yep, she's lit up. Let's put this thing away. Okay, get out of the way. And let's go over here to LlamaCore and heat that puppy up. Turn it on, turn it on. Crank it up to like 210 for now. And I can actually take the heater out. Crap. This works. There. There's a decadent or something on there. Decadent. Desiccant. Put this over there so it doesn't just drop, even if it does start burning it. We got the temp yet. Getting warm. I gotta clean up these wires too somehow or another. Little llama head. I should probably change the stream over to me. And here we go. Need these. And you need this. Yeah, hot. Yep, it was hot. The box getting hotter. I have to find which one I just got. Right here. No, that's not it. This is it. E3D. True E3D. Now, supposedly that one I just took out is supposed to be. What's my temperature reading where I don't have a fan on that thing cooling anything? Yeah, it's holding all right. Yeah, supposedly the heat break I just took out is supposed to be a real E3D. But I don't always believe it because I got it off of eBay. What I want to do, release this. I found a new trick that I really like about this. Okay. Sometimes you don't get the tubing down into here proper. So if you stick your tube down through and go too far, stick this into it. I know you guys probably really can't see it with the camera. Then push on that and then release the thing and allow it to slide up until it catches the threads. Then you just keep it and you thread it in. And that will push it tight. Just release, push it tight, and release, push it tight, and release, and push it tight, and release, and push it tight. That'll make sure until it pops out, it's all the way in there. And you get it all the way. Then when you screw it in, it's going to lift the clamp down tight. And then you can just slide your little stop under it. And it'll stay there. That way I know my Capricorn tubing is all the way down into the heat break. There. Here's the fun part. I need to do that. Maybe these here things. So I grab the heater. Right here, getting warmer because it's got no cooling on it. Get this into it. myself in a minute. Open it up. I've done this before. Why is it not working? Oh, I clicked and started doing it up. Over. So hear you. Why? Why do you keep readjusting on yourself? These things used to be awesome, and now they're wearing out. There's to it. That's right there. Here. And the whole thing can go back together. I got the wiring all screwed up, so I think power. Rerun my wiring. It is all over the place. Okay. Let go. Glad I hate wiring. Wiring just wastes the crap out of me. Okay, that goes there. This comes out, goes to this, which is the thermistor. The heater's still connected. This upper fan, I gotta either shorten it or find a better way. This is the lower fan, which needs to go into the hot block. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. How's the screw? Here we go. One started. The other started. Put the clip in now because it's a pain in the ass when it's all tightened up. Don't worry. There you go. I want to turn it back on. Fan hot. They're cool. Running. The hot end is still hot. I had to redesign this whole hot end carriage. Come on, you. All right, there is that. Any of you guys even still here? Could you even hear me over there? Yeah, to get a Bondtech to frickin' skip, you got to have some serious I actually had it break an MKA heat break. I actually had an MK8 on there way back in the beginning when I first put that on there. And it just snapped right at the heat break. Ripped it right apart. Okay, let's kick the heater back on. Warm it up. Can you hear the air conditioner? I wasn't sure because with all the, I got a bunch of blocking and everything on here. But yeah. Yeah, I imagine the air conditioner's pretty loud, but I ain't shutting it off. Not happening. Just not happening. Get everything back up and been working. Not rubbing on anything. I'm gonna put a tie wrap on all that crap. I'll close this first. Just because it'll keep it from rubbing on anything. If I just tie wrap them all together, I get the tie wrap up around and behind. Right here. They will keep each other from rubbing on crap. And it worked. Not pretty, but it worked. So now she's got a real E3D heat break. So hopefully, we're missing all kinds of tools. I don't know where they are. Here's one of them. What am I missing? Snip, snip, snips. Needle nose. Wrenches. What the hell goes in that slot? I don't know. Pair of pliers of some sort. Probably another pair of needle nose I can't find. I got like 10 pair of needle nose and don't really like any of them. They're really super fine needle nose are what I wanted the most, and they all kind of suck. I used to have a really good pair that I really, really liked. And they're gone. So should we throw some filament in there and see what happens? Let's do it. Yeah, it jammed last night. This is what it did. I don't know if you can see that. But I couldn't get it on jam, so I just let the Bondtech do it, and it just yanked it all right out. Big old piece, stretched all hot. But it even did that. I don't know if you can see that. But went around and actually yanked it right out of the nozzle and everything. So we will see if it gets any better. Although it didn't do it all the time, and it was very seldom actually it would do it. But always right at the most inopportune time. Always at the most inopportune time. And I'm not real happy with how this thing is. There's no, they tried to make an entry one, but the way it doesn't have a regular E3D coupling there. It's like half one side and half another. It's weird. Anyone got a coupler that actually fits in there? So I can just put a little piece of PTFE tube to get it started? Because that's freaking annoying. And then hit load filament. And hopefully it's sucking it up in, and it is. I can get rid of the cardboard box. And that's a big long Bowden tube. Big long Bowden tube. Too long. I want to make this thing direct drive. I'm not sure I can the way it's set up. Do we have filament coming out the end? We do. You guys probably can't see it because the framing structure is in the way. But it is. Crap, that stringy stuff. By the way, this is Filaments Direct. Monofilaments Direct. Filament. It's made here in Massachusetts. Next state over. This is not monofilaments.us or monofilamentsus.com. This is Monofilaments Direct. Two different companies. Excuse me. What's up, Mr. Fox? How is life? So what stupid little thing do I have that I can print super duper fast? Just to make sure it's not going to jam up on me anymore. That kind of changed. Maybe not. It does look like it slightly changed my height. Home Z. Yeah. Anyway. Home Z again. I know I can have one. Yes, it is. That's a good thing about all my printers is I built in a wheel adjuster. So I can just Home Z, spin the wheel, Home Z. And just up this way here. Home Z. I should be doing this with a tablet. It's not there. Oh, I knocked off my other llama head. Those five. Working on the Alpha Wise. I kind of like the looks of those Alpha Wise. Is that the, whatever it is, the, yeah. The Creality knockoffy. They have a couple of Creality knockoff, but the standard Ender 3 knockoffy one. Gotta have my lava heads. I'm gonna put new tape on this one because it ain't sticking so well anymore. So next on Y. Oh well. This has got to be cleaned up next. It ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Alright, kill the heat. Alpha Wise makes an A8 knockoff? I didn't even know they made an A8 knockoff. I only thought there was like the two. I thought there was an Ender 3 knockoff and like a CR10 kind of knockoff. I've never seen this. Now I'm gonna have to go look. Alpha Wise, which is .3D printers, which is GearBest's own little company, but oh wow, they got a freaking Delta. Did not know that. Wow, the X8 3D, or is that the one you got? Look at this freaking thing. That thing's pretty harsh looking. I don't know how many millions they get for it. Buy at GearBest. Yes, that's where you buy all your stuff. $329. That ain't bad. I mean, it's tiny. But look at the freaking thing. Holy crap. Bet you could easily make it bigger by just buying new extrusions right here and here, here and here. A couple of new rods, and you'd be good to go. Now, this must not move. So that don't make a whole lot of sense. How does that work? Those are bolted in place, so it can't slide forward and back. Ah, the table goes all direct. I got it. The table does all the moving. Aha. So the head goes left and right, and the bed. So it's basically just like a rail line. What's up, Robert? That thing's pretty cool. And again, I think you could make that much larger by just buying larger extrusions and a couple of new rods and another 50 or $100, and you could make it pretty much any size you wanted. And that's pretty beefy. I mean, that's pretty darn beefy. And I like the red. I mean, come on, it's red. Looks cool. I'm assuming that'll do metal without an issue, depending on what motor you slap in there. I really want a CNC machine. Can't afford it. So Elfwise has got all kinds of neato things I didn't know about. Where their engraving machine. Alphawise U20 nozzle set, 24 volt. I need to get a 24 bed for this thing. I want to convert that to 24 volt. This waiting for hours for the bed to heat up. It's a 300, yeah, but it's not. It's not that. That thing should heat up faster. And that won't heat up at all. This A-net piece of junk, that bed, I get it up to 40. It says it's at 40. It might be. It's barely above room temperature. The very center of it gets warm. And I don't even mean hot. I just mean warm. And it's reasonably fast, but I think the thermistor is the wrong kind or set wrong, or it just sucks. That A-net unit sucks. Yeah, what's the problem on the Y? It's folding on 8mm rods. which I hate. Well, LMU bearings, which I hate. I'm like done with LMU bearings. What else is wrong with it? I don't know. It looks like any of the other ones, except for it's acrylic. How much did they give today? This thing, $100, $150. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think you'd be better off with an ender. Oh, that's only one threaded rod there. That holds the whole thing in place. That one rod right here. I am sharing my screen, right? Yeah. So that's it. Right here, this one rod holds that whole cage in place so the whole thing wobbles around. There's no left or right retention other than the 8mm smooth rods that it's riding on that want to move around. That's just stupid. See, I don't. What moron thinks this crap up? I mean, even well, whatever. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense sometimes, some of these things these guys do. It's pretty cool, though. From what I've seen, this, whichever one it is, this U30 or U20, or I'm guessing it's this one. That's the Ender knockoff. A lot of people are saying they like it. I mean, it's not perfect either, but it's the same price as the Ender. This is the Pro, so it's a little more expensive, but $229. Now this is their Pro version. This is the non-Pro version, $179. So the same price as an Ender. And from what I understand, it's just as good, if not better. The only thing I don't like is that cooling fan. It just, for one, it just looks stupid. I mean, other than that, looks all right. Yeah, I think these are. If I were to buy one right now, I would probably buy this. What size is the U20? The U20 is the big one, even though it's a smaller number, right? Isn't it a bigger platform? It's 300. Yeah, 300 by 400, which that's actually bigger than the CR10, isn't it? I thought the CR10 is 300, 300, 300. So you get that extra 100 millimeters of height, which is really no big deal. It's just making these two rods longer. Comes with a touch screen, which I really don't give a crap about. It's only $300, which is cheaper than the CR10, isn't it? We did the regular head fan here, just like the CR10, although I actually like those fans. I was modifying the A-net and I put one of those on there. It works fine. I actually like these. If you get the good ones, they're quiet. They're not that noisy and they push plenty of air. Yeah, I wouldn't, I think this thing's 24 volt too, right? Does it even say? Yeah, 24 volt. I wonder if I can get that bed cheap. I have to put heat bed, huh? Do they sell Alpha-wise parts? What am I looking at here? Alpha-wise U20. Go back to Gear Best. Maybe. Okay. See if we can just buy parts. Not bad, 29 bucks. That's not terrible. Ah, it's that stupid pin thing. God, I hate that. Negative, 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 plus, plus, plus. Which pins do you solder to if you're not using, there? Thing. How would I wire that in if, to like my Core XY owner? 29 bucks is not bad. I have all the stuff to convert it to 24 volt. All I need is the hot end. The fans are all 5. I've got the 5 volt pin, so I can push the. Yeah, but it's really not. I mean, I guess it is, but it just says plus, 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 negative, negative, negative. But do you plug all 3 in? Do you just do 1? Why are there 3? I suppose you could look at the little traces right there. Can't really see it there. How about this one? Why are there 3 pins with the same? Why isn't there just 1? Unless it's a redundancy thing, so they can throw more voltage and have less resistance, and therefore it doesn't get as hot and less likely to screw up the solder or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it doesn't. If you look at the traces, because you got these 2 right here, I'm assuming they go down to the thermistor. Yep, because there's the traces to the thermistor, and it's pre-soldered into the bed itself. And then this one. Then they won't let you actually spin it. But then there's only, are those 3 separate traces or one big one? It looks like one big one. Yeah, it zigzags out. Clears the bolt hole. I mean, you can see the traces. They're wide. Where's the pin? Of course, it's in the back. You can't see the traces in the front. I don't know. I'd have to look at one wired up, but that's not bad for a 324 volt bed. I'm assuming it's 24 volt. Does it say? Yep. Voltage 240 watt, which is pretty hefty, but not terrible. I wonder if anyone's got one of these. How fast does that bed heat up? 30 bucks is not terrible. I can't touch that here in the States. Anyone got one of these Alpha-wise U20s? I'm trying to think if there's anyone like, 3D Printing Noob or any of those guys. They all have the small one, but I don't remember anyone talking about the bigger one. Two-pin? Why would you have a 2-pin plug? Where's the ground? Not a ground there, so why would I have a 2-pin plug coming out of it? Yeah, I didn't take an Erie. He's got all of theirs. He's buddies with GearBest, which is, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. I should have done it. They offered. They hit me up way long time ago when I was doing when I hit like 1,000 people in my Facebook group there, the friendly 3D printing group, when it was actually more popular then. No one really posts on it much anymore. But it was getting regular posts and it was popular, and they hit me up and said, "Oh, you want to be part of our affiliate program and we'll send you free stuff." And I was like, yeah. And at the time, everyone was bitching because they wanted you to either pay for it and do an honest review, or they wanted a positive review. And I'm just not doing that. You're going to get a review according to what I actually see. Oh, why is this one cheaper? U21. What's the one for? Let's watch the video. How long is it? It's only a minute. I don't know if you guys will hear it. Can you guys hear that? Okay, it's just got the base. Smaller footprint. Dual Z motor. A little better organized wires. Well, that pretty much answers that. So it's basically the base. So for $20 less, you get one without the fancy base and the external control box. You'd probably spend $20. Get the base. I don't know. They made the control box. What's up, Matt? If they made the control box easily detachable, completely unpluggable, the external box, I think, would be an advantage. Because you unplug it, you could work on it. And I don't mean moving it around, but like if you had to get underneath it, it's so much easier to get underneath it and work on belts and tighten your Z or whatever without that control box underneath. And having the external control box would make it better if you could unplug it. The problem is even with this thing, I can't unplug it. It's a pain in the butt. They have 3 of the freaking wire units coming out of it with aircraft connections, which are awesome, and then one of them solid connected. So you can't disconnect it. I don't get why that one doesn't. I may put it on. I may put a plug on it because I think it's just the. I'm pretty sure that one's just the X motor and end stop, X motor, end stop, and extruder wire. So I get another aircraft plug set up and making an aircraft style of those, which then you can disconnect it all and just go. Which makes sense to have the external box. You can work on the box if you wanted to change your motherboard. You can, unplug everything, work inside that box, put it back together. Where's the screen? I guess it's on top. Did it even have one? Oh yeah, it's a touchscreen. Right there on top. That's kind of funky. I don't know if that's a good place for it. There you go. That's not. And what does the plus give you? Is it just bigger? Holy crap, look at the size of that. So what is the plus? Oh, and it is bigger. Yeah, 40, 40, 50. So it's 400 by 400 by 500. That's not terrible for $379. Morning for me. Yeah, I was gonna say Viking Tom there is it's like gotta be afternoon, late afternoon already for him, ain't it? It's almost dinner time for him. It's almost noon here. Which means I gotta get going. How long have I been streaming? Probably a couple hours now, right? Hour and a half. Anyway, I was gonna print something, but now that I got that heat break in there, I just don't know what yet. I did cool that thing off, right? Yes. Why is the fan still running? I keep getting errors on this. Heating errors, and I'm wondering because this has got the power supply that was purchased for me because my other one scrapped out. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be late afternoon. The old power supply crapped out, and I'm wondering if, even though the ratings and everything are all the same, if that thing's just not giving it enough juice. Because I've gotten 2 failed prints now because it keeps saying the bed stopped heating for no apparent reason. You know, it does the bed not heating up fast enough warning. And it's like, it's already hot, so what's the problem? Which is why I really want to go to 24 volt. Partially, because I think the bed would heat up faster and more evenly. Then I could take that bed and put it on the A-net over here, which would make that thing actually heat up at all. Because it really doesn't right now. And that would be about it. And I can get rid of that whole sled and everything off that A-net. That is an absolute piece of garbage. I've made it better with my own like wheels and stuff, but it's still flimsy as hell. It's like 2mm sheet metal, not aluminum, sheet metal. So you can just flex it. You can just grab it and bend it. So every time you like hit it with a nozzle in the corner and it's a little too much, normally, you know, it hits the spring. The springs are stronger than the sheet metal is. Put it that way. So I go to level it and I hit the corner and I got a little too low. It'll actually bend the carriage down. What's up, you do it? You guys are all showing up late. I'm getting ready to close it down. What do I even have showing? Oh, yeah, I'm still just showing the screen. We can stop that. So anyway, yeah, that's got a nice new heat break in it. I got to figure out something to do. Yeah, but then you got to, for one, they're kind of expensive. They're a pain in the butt. And then you got wiring controllers and MOSFETs and all that crap. And that's just way above and beyond. I'm just not into the whole. It's just more than I want to deal with. I've actually been thinking about pulling a duet off of that and putting like the SKR on there because it's like half the price, and I could sell that still for well over $100 because there's nothing wrong with it. Spend 50 or 60 and put an SKR on there and make $40. Be just as happy. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the duet. It's nice and everything, but it's just not. I'd be just as happy with the SKR with the Pi on it. The problem is I'd have to learn all that freaking new way of loading everything with the Marlin 2.0. And the Marlin 2.0 is out of beta as of this week, right? Is that what I heard? I heard someone say it's like done. It's like a full-on public release now. Is that true? Anyone play with that? I haven't even looked. But I did hear someone say it's no longer in beta. Anyone know offhand? I could just, go look. Marlin 2.0. I can Google that for you. Proceed with caution. Nope, guess not. There's got a reason why I don't really want to do it. I mean, I guess I could go through this, but I'm just so used to just using, the Adreno crap and just going with it. I mean, there's really not that much difference. It's just learning a new software and blah, blah, blah. No, it says it's not. If you go to the download, it said proceed with caution. Oops. Okay, how did I lose that? More than firmware. Yeah. 2.0 alpha. It's still an alpha. Proceed with caution. Brought to you with lack of sleep, and a lot of coffee. I like that. That's kind of cute. Brought to you with love, lack of sleep, and a lot of coffee. That's cute. Anyway, it is now 11 o'clock. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm ready for a nap. Holy crap. I use Affinity Designer or Affinity Photo, mostly Affinity Designer, which is really high quality, really inexpensive. It's $35 for the program, and it's very much similar to Illustrator. Just send me the thing, dude. I can fix it for you. What are you doing it in? What's your logo in? It'll take me 2 minutes to do it. I bet it's just what you're selecting as an export. Because are you doing it in a drawing program where you put points and draw lines, or are you doing it in a painting program? You did that in Paint, like Microsoft Paint? Seriously? It must not have been too easy. I mean, not that it's hard, but. Well, I did it easy. Dude, just send me a copy. What's the biggest file copy you have, largest resolution slash? It won't take me but 15 minutes to trace it out and send you back a Illustrator file or a, yeah. Yeah, just email it to me. 3dprintingllama@gmail.com. Just what you see on the screen plus the gmail.com. Which gets forwarded, so when I respond, it won't be coming from the Gmail account. Because I actually never access my Gmail account, so I have them all forwarded to my Comcast. I just don't like giving out the Comcast stuff. Because they're all different. But then I don't have to go to Gmail. I could just hit mail. Holy crap, what am I doing? I'm not that tired. I shouldn't be that tired. I slept late. I didn't get up till about 6:30. I'm normally up at 4:30. I just want a number printer. I'm guessing a 3D printer and a basic line drawing. Yeah, I probably do need more coffee. I've only had 1 cup today. I'm trying to cut down on all that crap. I need to lose weight. I'm trying to eat less. It's not even eat better. I need to eat less before I eat better, if that makes sense. I can train normally by now I'm like 179 pounds. Right now I'm at about 200, 205. Normally this time of year I'm working my butt off outside sweating. So if I lose weight like that, I usually lose 25, 30 pounds like within a month of starting to work. Well, this year I didn't work because I'm taking care of my parents, so I never lost the weight. Oh, you want any generic 3D printer and a line drawing? I thought you wanted your little fox dude. I like your fox. I think he's kind of cool. What do you want to put him in a 3D printer or something? I would highly recommend downloading um, and downright purchasing uh, Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo. It works on both Macs and PCs. It's $35 for the rest of your life. You never have to do it again. They do say they may charge an upgrade fee after like 10 or 15 upgrades, but they're like not planning on it. But like anybody, after a while, they got to make money. What's up, TT? Dancing Banana turned out all right. I have the Dancing Banana right here. It's not great. But he's a dancing banana. The dancing banana. Am I still sharing the screen? Yeah. Dancing banana. It came out all right. I gotta remodel it before I release it. I gotta give him like a platform because I can't make him balance. He won't stand up on his own. Let's see if I go out here. You can actually see it. I don't think there's any way I could actually make him balance on his own feet. Yeah, but you're way bigger than I am. What are you, like 6'2", 6'3"? I'm 5'9" when I'm like tall with my hair long. I'm actually about 5'8". I should be about 150, 60 pounds normal weight, and doing construction and everything, I bulk up a little better. 175 pounds is good. You at 203 is not a bad thing because you're over 6 foot, right? So 203 is almost skinny. We'll do a quick sketch on what you want. Send me your Fox file. That's what you want. Yeah, so 203 is not a bad weight for you. I am freaking short and fat at this point. See? Fat. I hate this freaking thing. It's driving me nuts. Time to stop eating. Which is hard because right now with my father and his dementia and everything, they're sitting down there now. He'll sit there and wait for me to come down to eat. And if I leave, if I make him lunch and I leave, he won't eat. I have to sit there and eat with him with his whole issues. So I end up eating 3 meals a day where, again, normally I'm working now, and I also usually only eat 1 meal a day. I usually get up, have like an energy shake, like an Ensure or something for breakfast, because if I eat and work, I can't. The minute I eat, I turn into a slug. I slow down. So I would never eat all day. I'd freaking get up and have an energy shake, go to work, a couple cups of coffee during the day. During lunch, I might have everyone wondered how I worked with so little food because I did not eat lunch either. If I eat lunch, I get a very small grinder. These guys are wolfing on these huge grinders, and I'm like, I'll get a small and not even eat half of it. Then I get home, take a shower, and I pig out. I wouldn't call it soft living. It's certainly not soft living. To be honest, I'd rather be at work. This is a major pain in my ass, but it is what it is. Yeah, I do mostly practical prints. This is just, every once in a while, I like to goof off. I was doing this just for the fun of it. I'm actually thinking I'm going to redo it a little bit That's the vault. It actually looks pretty damn accurate to the original, stupid GIF. But I think I'm going to break them up and make it so you can do multicolor if you want, or do multicolor on a single color printer and then glue all the parts together. Because his feet are black, his hands are white, I think. And then his eyes are white with black pupils. I think his mouth's black too. In the actual GIF. So I can make little glue-in pieces. So you'd print 2 eyes, and you'd print 2 hands, and print 2 feet, and then print the main body. And then glue it all together, and you can have it multicolor, or you could print it multicolor. Which is what I think I'm going to do next. But I got to put him on a platform or something so he can stand up. Which is why I should have worked out earlier, huh? Crap. Yeah, I don't like being overweight. Drives me nuts. Gets in my way. For one, it's making my knee freak out more than it normally does, which I got to put my brace back on because it's already bothering me today. If I can lose 25 or 30 pounds, my knee won't bother me as much when I walk on it. But that's a whole different situation. We're talking 3D printing. Yeah. Why is that fan so freaking loud? I got another fan for that power supply. I blew the fan up on, putting it on, and that's why I got this one. And who the hell bought me that? Now I can't remember who bought that for me. That's really sad of me. The red light? I don't even remember now. Anyway, someone was awesomely kind. My brain's just fried this morning. Yeah, it was red light, wasn't it? Wow. I think I'm getting dementia. Can't remember stupidly simple crap. Anyways, I don't think it's juicing enough. The ratings are all the same and everything, but it's just not. I'm getting weird errors and stuff. And it could be just because I screwed it up, but I have the fan for the other one that I busted up. Not only that fan is like super loud. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but it's a complete rest, and that thing's winding like a small jet airplane. And that's pretty sad of me that I couldn't remember it was him. I did. It took me a minute. That's all. So I think I'm going to patch that other power supply back up and use it. I really want to go 24 volt though, which I have on that. I don't know if you can see it right there, but that right there has 24 volt. And I'm not really using it right now because the bearings are all screwed up. Basically, they're just frickin' old. And I don't really want to use LMUs anymore on it. I want to get rid of the LMUs altogether. I don't like them. I don't mind them so much on the Z. That's fine. Because it doesn't matter. It's not loud, but anywhere it's got X or Y, it's just, they're too loud. I'm all about the quiet. I want these things quiet. I mean, right now, the quietest one, believe it or not, is this stupid frickin' ANET E12. That thing is silent now that I put the MKS board in there. That's quieter than the Duet. A lot quieter. At a faster speed. I run at 60, 70 millimeters a second. The Duet I'm running with the Core XY, I'm running at 50, maybe 60, and it's way louder. And it's just motor noise. Now, I probably could tune these. But that's the other thing. Everyone's into the digital tuning of the driver motors. I don't know. I find it much easier to go in a screwdriver and adjust it. Instead of having to go and redo the firmware and go in and enter numbers and try and figure it out. Yeah. Turn a screw. Listen to the motor. When it quiets down, you stop. The 2208s are freaking dead silent. You don't need to do any adjustment in the firmware for them. You just plug them in. They're direct replacements for the 4988s. No firmware, nothing. You just plug them in. Done. Instant silent board. They're not cheap, but they're not freaking expensive either, by any matters or means. Go 24 volt on this thing. All I really need is a heat bed. If I could get a 24 volt heat bed for it, I have the heater core. What else do I need? The fans are 5 volt, which would stay. Now, if I did go to an MKS or an SKR, I'd have to change the fans. Literally, they have a 5 volt output, do they? Fan output. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. I want to do it like, I don't know how old you guys, but if you remember the old G.I. Joes or Major Matt Mason, I had Major Matt Mason back in the 70s. He was more cool than G.I. Joe at the time. When I had him, it was early 70s. We were still doing the whole Apollo thing, which is all big now 50 years later, but back when I was a kid, it was all new. So Major Matt Mason was cooler than G.I. Joes at the time. My brothers all had G.I. Joes, but I had Major Matt Mason because, space. They were basically flexible with the wire inside the arm, so you could bend it and move it. And it would stay in position. And I want to make this dude like that. I want to do them at a TPU, but leave it hollow so you can stick the wire in there and have the arms bend and stay in place and crap. I think that would be cool as crap. And I have some yellow TPU. It's almost this exact same color. So I can make the arms and the body and the legs out of TPU and then glue PLA eyeballs and feet and hands. And I can have them all flexible. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. All right, on that note, I think I'm going to bolt out of here because it's peanut butter jelly time. Literally. Half an hour till peanut butter jelly time. And actually, I'm thinking I might do peanut butter and jelly. Freak my mother out, but my father would have no problems with it. He likes peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, things all cooled down. And I'm off. Yep, gonna end it now. It's like 11:25 here on the East Coast. Thanks for all coming. Like I said, as always, if you want to help, you can go buy a t-shirt like Michael Fox said he's bought. God, you've got like a half a dozen or more now, don't you, dude? Thank you, by the way. I do want to talk to you too, because you were saying you might want the INZ board. I might sell the INZ board. I may pull that printer completely apart and sell everything. The only thing I really, really, really like about it is its direct drive, which neither of these two are. I much prefer the direct drive, but I may pull it and drop that printer. Just have these two. So yeah, if you want that INZ board, I may be dumping it in next week or two. Yeah, I like PB&J. BB&J. Peanut butter. PB&J. Yeah. Oh, yeah. PB&J. Anyway. All right. Killing it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a wonderful Saturday. Stay cool. All that good crap. Later.